and welcome once again to Yoga for Kids and Their Adults. My name's Tony. I'm here at Me Time LLC, a massage and yoga studio here in Troy, Alabama. This program is sponsored in part by the Charles Henderson Child Health Center. They are a pediatric physician and dental office taking care of children from birth to age 19. They're right here in Troy, Alabama. They fund this through a grant that they received from the Child Trust Fund, or the Children's Trust Fund, whose purpose is to prevent child abuse and neglect. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed today's yoga routine. And since we are so close to Valentine's Day, I thought we would have a yoga routine that focuses on loving yourself. So love thyself. So to do this, we're going to be kind to our body, but we're also going to stretch and move and finish up with some breathing exercises. So if you are ready, go ahead and clear your space around you. If you have a yoga mat, you can go ahead and put it down. If you don't have a yoga mat, that's fine. You can use a towel, you can use a blanket, you can even use the bare floor or grass. Make sure that you have enough space that you're not going to hit yourself on any furniture or even someone that's practicing with you. And once you are ready, we'll begin by coming into our mountain pose. To do this, we're going to put our feet directly up under our hips. Our hips are going to be directly up under our shoulders, and our ears are directly over our shoulders. This gives us a nice neutral alignment, helps us stand nice, straight, and tall, put our arms at our sides so our palms are facing the middle in here. And we're just going to take a couple deep breaths to start off. Just breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Excellent. Now we're going to try to tie our movements to our breath. So as we breathe in, we're going to bring our hands up overhead, reaching up towards the sky. And exhale and breathe out and bring our hands down to our sides. Let's do that a couple more times, okay? Breathe in, bring your hands up overhead like you're reaching up towards the sky. And breathe out and bring your hands down to your side. One more time. Breathe in, bring your hands up overhead. And breathe out and bring your hands down to your side. Now we're going to add a little twist to kind of wake up our spine and our back and our hips and our legs and everything. So we're going to breathe in, bring our hands up overhead. And this time as we breathe out, we're going to turn to our left side, bringing our hands down to our side. Breathe in, reach up overhead, turn back to the front, bring your hands down to your side. Now they're going to do the other side now. Breathe in, bring your hands up overhead. As you breathe out, turn to your right side this time. Breathe in, bring your hands up overhead, turn to the front, and breathe out and bring your hands down to the side. How you feeling? You're starting to warm up? Great. Let's go ahead and roll our shoulders back and down and forward and up like a turtle and back and down and forward. We're going to swap directions now. Bring them forward, down, back, and up. Bring your shoulders forward, down, back, and up. Excellent. Go ahead and kind of shake that out. We're going to stretch our arms now by bringing our arms level with the ground. Cross your right hand over your left hand. Turn your palms outward, down, and then facing each other. Lock your fingers together. This one's a fun one. Now, breathe in. Bring your hands in, up, and out. Ooh, as far as you can. This is a nice forearm stretch. Oh my goodness. Here we go. One more breath. And then bring your hands back in and down and shake them out. We're being very kind to our bodies and loving ourselves. Let's go ahead and bring our hands back level with the ground. This time we're going to take our left hand, put it over our right hand, turn our palms out, down, and around. Lock our fingers and bring your hands in, out, and up. Oh, I can go a little further in this one. How about you? That's a nice stretch for the forearm. Let's hold that one more breath and then bring it in, down, let go, and shake it out. Wonderful. Now, we're going to try some balance to see how balanced we can be. So if you're not used to balancing, we're going to start off easy and build up to the tree pose. So to start, shift your weight over to the left. Slowly lift your right foot and just leave it up in front of you. Now, if this is too much for you, you can always hold on to a chair, a desk, some piece of furniture, something. And if you're a little wobbly, that's fine. That's why you have your hands and you can bring them out and move them around as you need to. One more breath. Go ahead and bring your right foot down. Kind of shake that out. Now, get back to your mountain pose. We're going to shift our weight over to our right side. Slowly lift our left foot up, right in front. And again, if you need help, you can always wave your hands around. You can hold on to a chair or a desk or a piece of furniture. Just something to help stabilize yourself while you're focusing on your balance. One more breath, and go ahead and bring your left foot down and kind of shake them out. This time, we're going to do the balance, but this time we're going to bring our legs out to the side. So shift your weight over to your left side. Instead of bringing your foot forward, bring your right foot out to the side. Kind of gives you a little bit of a different challenge. You end up leaning a little bit, trying to balance that extra weight on the right side. Again, if you need a chair or a piece of furniture, or even hold on to your partner, this can help stabilize you as you balance. One more breath, and then go ahead and bring your right foot back down. Go ahead and shake out your feet. That's a lot of work to balance, isn't it? So go ahead, come back to your mountain pose when you're ready, and shift your weight over to your right, and then slowly lift that left foot so that you're balancing on your right side. Now you might notice one side is more balanced than the other, or it seems a little easier to balance on one side, and that's okay. Not everybody is 100% balanced on both sides. So one more breath, and then bring that foot down, and go ahead and shake them out. Now, to kind of neutralize from that, we're going to have a nice wide stance. You can kind of point your toes out just a little bit for some stabilization. And then you're going to bend your knees, bringing your hips down until you're in a nice frog pose. You can bring your hands to prayer at heart center, or if you need a little help, you can put your hands on your knees. All right, now we're going to throw a little bop in here, okay? All you kids know what a bop is. You bop to one side and then the other. Nice little bop. And when you're ready, one more. And back down to center. Bring your hands to heart center. And stretch all the way up to the sky. And then bring your hands down, out and down to your side. Now, while we have our feet wide like this, let's go ahead and turn to our left. Let's bring our toes on our left foot out to the left side. Our right foot we might need to resituate so we have a nice stable base. Going to bend that left knee, bring your hands out and level with the ground. Keep our hips facing the front and look over that left hand. You are in warrior two. You are nice and strong like a warrior. In fact, if you want, go ahead and flex those muscles. Excellent. Let us drop our right hands to our side, flip our left palm so it's looking upward, and reach up over our head. This is going to stretch our back, kind of arch our back, and this is a nice peaceful warrior, reverse warrior. One more breath, then we're going to cartwheel our hands back, level with the ground. Take your right hand and your left hand, palms to the front. Now we're going to bring our back hand over to our left hand, turning our hips to face that foot, to face that side. Excellent. Now, we're going to lift our hands upward in a nice warrior one. You can keep your arms straight. You can even bring them back if you want to, but let's not challenge yourself too much. Then, we're going to bring our hands down to the floor, turning this into a nice lunge pose. Now, to make sure we're nice and awake, plant that right hand firmly in the ground and lift that left hand, reaching up towards the sky. Excellent. One more breath, and then bring that hand back down to the ground. Straighten up that left leg, and bring your hands over to your foot, and you are in a nice pyramid pose. How awesome is that? Then we're going to take our right hand this time, bring it up towards the sky, and you've changed that pyramid into a triangle. All right, let's go ahead and bend that front leg. Cartwheel our hands back, level with the ground, back to warrior two. Straighten that front leg, turn our toes to the front, and bring our hands down to the ground in a nice wide-legged forward fold. Excellent. Is anyone else's heart going? Awesome. Go ahead and bend your knees and pull from the hips. Pull all the way up until you're straightening your legs and you're standing in your wide pose again. Now, let's do the same thing on the right side. So let's turn our right toes to the side. We might need to move our left foot for stabilization. Keep your hips facing the front. Lift your arms level with the ground. Bend your right knee and look over your right hand. You're in warrior two. Nice strong pose. Again, flex those muscles for me. Can you do that? Excellent. Go ahead and bring your hands level with the ground. Flip your right hand up, drop your left hand, and bring your right hand all the way up in a reverse warrior. This is a good, strong pose, and it's very peaceful. When you're ready, go ahead and cartwheel your hands back, level with the ground, looking over your right hand. Then, we're going to flip our hands so they're facing the front. Bring our left hand over to the right in a nice clap, which is going to turn your hips to the right. Bring your hands up overhead in a nice warrior one. And then, let's go ahead and bring our hands down to the ground in a nice lunge pose. Go ahead and plant your left hand on the ground. Take your right hand, bring it up towards the sky, and then bring it down to the ground. Wonderful. Go ahead and straighten up that front leg. Bring your hands to your foot, and you're in triangle pose. Now, let's take our left hand, bring it up towards the sky, and we've made it into a triangle pose. How cool is that? When you're ready, go ahead and cartwheel your hands, level with the ground, bend that front leg. You're in warrior two again. And then go ahead and turn your feet towards the front and bring your hands down to the ground. Now, if this isn't starting to be a little bit challenging, go ahead and push your hips back. See if you can balance yourself from your hands to your feet while pushing yourself a little bit further back. Excellent. Now, go ahead and come up halfway so that your back is level with the ground. Bring your arms out and slowly stand upward. Bend your knees out, bend your arms up, and this is a wonderful cactus frog pose. Awesome. Go ahead and stretch out your arms and your legs, and you're in a star pose. So you can go back and forth, and back and forth. One more time, back and forth. Excellent. Now, let's go ahead and bring our hands down to the ground one more time. And then go ahead and walk your feet in towards the middle so you end up in a nice forward fold. Slowly bend your knees, curl your back up straight until you're in your nice mountain posture. Okay, that's a whole lot of work so far. Are you feeling nice and warm? That's a wonderful circulation that shows that you love yourself. Love thyself today. So let's try a seated position. Go ahead and come to the ground in your easy pose. That's crisscross applesauce if you're young and in school. Now let's bring our left foot out to the side, keeping our right leg bent in. Turn to face your left foot. Reach forward and see if you can lower yourself down to your leg and hold on to your foot. Let's do this for 2 breaths. And then slowly bring yourself back up to a nice tall seated posture. Okay, let's swap legs now. Let's put the right foot out, the left foot in. Turn to face your right foot and reach out and see if you can grab onto your foot again. Now, if you can bring your head down to your leg, that is amazing. Not even I can do that yet. All right, one more breath, and then slowly sit back up and and come to the center. All right, now let's bring your feet together so that the soles of your feet are touching and your knees are out to the side. Now, if your legs are still up like this, that's fine. Just hold it in a comfortable posture. And this is your bound angle pose. Just make your legs into little angles, and you're binding it by holding onto your feet. How awesome is that? Well, when you are ready, see if you can lean forward over your feet and hold on to your feet, giving your feet a little hug. I love you, feet. My feet are wonderful. They take me all sorts of places. When you're ready, go ahead and sit back up tall. And go ahead and bring your feet out as wide as you can comfortably. And we are going to wiggle our toes. Can you wiggle your toes with me? Great wiggling. And see if we can reach forward and feel that stretch on those hamstrings on the back of your legs. From here, all right? Sit back up tall and kind of shake your legs out. Nice. Wonderful. So from here, we're going to go back to our crisscross applesauce. And we're going to try to breathe and bring the energy back down. We did a lot of moving when we were standing up, so let's calm it down. We spent our energy, let's bring the energy back in. So if you're sitting in a crisscross applesauce, go ahead and bring your hands down to your knees. You can leave them palms up, you can leave them palms down. You can even just let your forearms rest on your knees. So whatever's comfortable, go ahead and sit there. And if you're comfortable doing so, you can close your eyes and try to breathe in and out, paying attention to how fast or slow it's going. Are you having to actively breathe, or is it happening on its own? Can you slow down the pace? See if you can breathe in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 4. In, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Keep doing this for the next 2 or 3 breaths. See if you can feel how your heart rate is changing. And when you're ready, go ahead and wrap your arms around your chest, hold on to your shoulders, and give yourself a hug. Thank you so much, me, for taking care of me. This is a love yourself, so thank you. Say, I love myself. Can you say that? Excellent. When you're ready, you can let your arms rest again. And I want you to close your eyes and start thinking about all the people in your life who love and care for you. Your mommy, your daddy, your aunts and uncles, your sisters and brothers, your cousins, even your teachers, your doctors, your nurses, all of your friends. Oh my goodness gracious, what a big, wonderful world we live in that so many people love and care for us. So not only do I want you to take this time and tell yourself that you love you, tell all of these other people. Send them your love. Just focus on how much you love them and how much you appreciate them being in your lives, and then just let that love radiate in everything you do. So, now that we've calmed our energies down, now that we've given out our love and we've taken some for us, let us end today just on a couple of slow, easy breaths. Just in through the nose and out in a silent sounds kind of like Darth Vader. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. In through the nose, out through the mouth. I want you to consciously lower your shoulders and open your eyes. Bring your awareness back to your surroundings. Thank you so much for joining me today in our yoga routine on Love Thyself. My name is Tony. I'm here at Me Time LLC. This program is sponsored in part by the Charles Henderson Child Health Center. They are a pediatric physician and dental office here in Troy, Alabama. They take care of children from birth to age 19. They sponsored this program by way of a grant that they received from the Children's Trust Fund, and that organization's focus is to prevent child abuse and neglect. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you remember to love thyself all through the rest of the week and then on into the next week as we celebrate Valentine's Day. It's not just the love of others, but the love of self and acknowledging the love that others give to you. So thank you again for joining me. Remember to be kind to yourself and others. And I like to end the routines by saying namaste. That means that the light, the spirit and the love inside of me recognizes the spirit and the light inside of you. And I am grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.